Welcome, welcome, one and all, in here, out there, all around the world to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Folks, we are on what day is this? Day 4 of the fallout surrounding top Trump officials sharing classified plans to attack Yemen in an unsecured chat group. It's a scandal we are calling New Phone Who Dis on the Houthi Chat Boom Boom Rut-Row Room. Rut-row. Yesterday in the Oval Office, reporters tried to ask Trump about Secretary Pete Hegseth texting all this top-secret information in this group, and Trump got his boxers in a knot.
Hegseth is doing a great job. He had nothing to do with this. Mike Waltz, I guess he said he claimed responsibility, I would imagine. Had nothing to do with anyone else. It was Mike, I guess. I don't know. I was told it was Mike. He took responsibility for it.
Bye, Mike. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'd say you'd be missed, but I'm pretty sure you're going to show up in one of my group chats. How quickly the worm has turned. Just 2 days ago, Trump made a big show of inviting Mike Waltz into the cabinet room and said this.
He's a very good man. That man is a very good man right there that you criticize so strongly. He's a very good man, and he will continue to do a good job.
He is a very good man. He's a very good man right there. He's a very good man. He broke my heart, but he's a very good man. You know what? You know what, Mike? Why don't you take a vacation? Clemenza here will drive you to the airport with Vito. No, Mike, you sit in the front seat. Vito here's got to sit in the back and polish his piano wire. At this rate, Waltz is going to end up with a horse's head in his bed. By the way, that horse also in the signal chats. I got something. Here's the thing. Here's the dealio. In that same White House meeting, not only did the president praise him, Trump assigned Waltz to probe himself. Which we all know is a sin. But why limit it to Waltz? As far as I'm concerned, all these people can go probe themselves. Hey. Democrats. Thanks, Linda. The Democrats smell blood in the water. Yesterday, California Democrat Jimmy Gomez asked this question.
To your knowledge, do you know whether Pete Hegseth had been drinking before he leaked classified information?
No, I'm going to answer that. I think that's an offensive line of questioning. The answer is no. I find it interesting that you want to... I'm going to answer. You asked me a question. Do you want an answer?
No, listen.
You don't want to focus on the good work that the CIA is doing, that the intelligence community...
Director, I reclaim my time. Director, I reclaim my time.
Ooh, feisty. But it's really hard to pick a fight while wearing your granny glasses. Bring it. Ooh. Bring it, sonny boy. If I wasn't wearing my trifocals right now, I would give you such a pinch. No one is buying the administration's excuses, not even congressional Republicans, like Nebraska representative and mayor in a musical about blueberries, Don Bacon. Here's Bacon's take on the White House's defense.
I think it's clearly classified, so they're digging themselves a bigger hole. And so I would implore the Secretary of Defense and others, just own it and say, it was my fault, I screwed up, and take responsibility. I think they keep digging a deeper hole.
Trump cannot be happy about this. Okay, we've lost Don Bacon. This just got real. If we lose Dave Nugget and Mark Filet-O-Fish, I'm a goner. I know it's just his name. I'm aware it's just his name. This scandal won't be going away anytime soon because Mike Waltz has made a key strategic error, being an idiot everywhere at all times. Case in point, yesterday, Wired reported that Mike Waltz left his Venmo friends list public. Pretty embarrassing. As oopsies by national security advisors go, this one's up there with Colin Powell's 1988 nip slip. So, we all forget about that. So who are Mike Waltz's Venmo buddies? It's a bunch of politicians, couple lobbyists, as well as some of his personal vendors like real estate agents, a tailor, and doctors. He's Venmoing his doctor? My man, if your doctor takes Venmo, that ain't a doctor. All right, here we go. There you go. Okay, Mr. Waltz, just disrobe. Put that on, swallow this THC gummy, and if someone enters the room during the procedure, don't worry, that's my mom. She lives here. It gets worse. According to a bombshell from German newspaper Der Spiegel, you know their motto, all der news that's fit Der Spiegel. They did an investigation and found that the Trump team's private data was posted online, including mobile numbers, email addresses, and passwords belonging to Tulsi Gabbard, Pete Hegseth, and Mike, yeah, you know I'm on this list, Waltz. He's very open.
Yeah. Hey.
White Waltz, baby. Finding the stuff wasn't even a challenge for Der Spiegel. You know their slogan, democracy dies in darkness. According to their report, it was particularly easy for Der Spiegel reporters to discover Hegseth's mobile number and email address. Yes, it took so little time we were able to leave work and enjoy an invigorating hike to a favorite Berlin nightclub, which has a very cold room where you could be sat upon by a large man and several smaller men. It invigorates the spleen. It balances the humors. A poop on a shelf. That's not all that was found by Der Spiegel. Der Spiegel, Spieg outside der bun. They had no trouble uncovering passwords belonging to Waltz and Hegseth. These are our highest-ranking security officials. I don't think we should trust these people with anything top secret. Hell, I don't think we should trust these people with anything pop secret. Yesterday, Trump held an event at the White House celebrating Women's History Month. The theme was, please talk about anything other than Pete Hegseth. It was wall-to-wall weird, starting with Trump talking about his efforts to expand access to IVF.
We're going to have tremendous goodies in the bag for women, too. The women, between the fertilization and all of the other things that we're talking about, it's going to be great.
A goodie bag that helps with fertilization? Sir, no one wants to hear about your scrotum. Then, he gave himself a new nickname.
I'll be known as the fertilization president, and that's all. That's not bad. That's not bad. I've been called much worse.
What's worse than the fertilization president? Oh, wait. Spermander-in-chief. That would be worse. Oh. You ever seen that? Yeah. If anyone does indeed get fertilized, they may have a harder time finding something for their kids to watch, because yesterday, the House's new Government Efficiency Subcommittee grilled the CEOs of NPR and PBS. Marjorie Taylor Greene kicked things off with a weird rant about grooming kids.
This is not the only example of them sexualizing and grooming children. They've been doing it for over the last decade. In 2015, PBS produced Frontline, put out a documentary, Growing Up Trans.
Ma'am, I think the better question might be, why are your kids watching Frontline? All right, kiddos, one more episode of South Korea's Truth Commission, but then it's right to bed. Oh, Mom, but we wanted to watch Amanpour and Company. Defunding PBS is part of Project 2025, which is why they also heard from Project 2025 author Mike Gonzalez, who it turns out hasn't even heard Daniel Tiger's catchphrase.
What does ugga mugga mean to you?
Nothing.
You've never heard the expression ugga mugga?
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
It's affection. Have you ever watched a Daniel Tiger show or know any families who watch a Daniel Tiger show?
I don't think so.
They want to cancel PBS and don't even know what the shows are on it. Daniel Tiger teaches kids coping skills. Rocket teaches phonics. Alma teaches emotional intelligence. And the show Martha Speaks teaches kids that if you feed a dog alphabet soup, the letters will go into its brain, and then the dog will know how to speak English. Which, coincidentally, is also how Marjorie Taylor Greene learned to talk. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting only accounts for roughly 1/100th of 1% of the federal budget, meaning the average cost per American is $1.60 per year. That's nothing. And in exchange, we've gotten 5 beautiful seasons of All Creatures Great and Small. I had no idea you could stick your arm that far up a cow. I learned something. But this money does actually matter for PBS and NPR. NPR gets around 10% of their funds from the government, and PBS gets around 16%. 16% is a serious chunk. If PBS loses that, they're gonna have to rely even more on the Chubb Group. The Chubb Group, hard times call for a firm Chubb. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Senator Chuck Schumer and comedian Michelle Buteau. But when we come back, I'll tell you about some dumbness at the state level. Join us, won't you?